welcome. This is Sahara playing Dragon Age Inquisition. We are in the DLC The Trespassers. We are in the Winter Palace. And I'm here for the Exalted Council about the Inquisition, I guess, what to do about it. This is the Gilded Horn. I haven't been in here yet. There's Sarah. Hi, Sarah girl.
Here's you and everyone. Glad to be back, all stuffed together, with the pressure full on. Again. Don't worry, Herald of Everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs.
Pranks? I'm thinking pranks.
Just like best times.
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run. It's all been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things.
Yep.
They'll try a leash. Or worse. But maybe you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits is scared of us.
I saw Iron Bull behind her. But have you heard?
Is someone moving against us?
Sure. Start with everyone, everywhere.
Yeah.
Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. Too much. So it's my turn to help you. See, I have these friends, and all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we made an us. Everyone needs an us. And when the world is done saying no and calls you the wrong sort of whatever, maybe we can be that us for you. What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
You want me to join you?
You want the Inquisitor? Don't I have a few more titles than your usual Jenny? No offense.
Some taken. Words. Look, we don't want you. We want to be there for you. If you want to keep doing, it won't be nobles who help. It'll be friends.
I'm a friend, but I'm not a Jenny. No, Yeah, I'm a friend, but I can never be a Jenny. No.
I don't think I can do what you do, but I'm glad to call you friend.
Then we're still at your back. You'd have a hard time stopping us.
Did we make this trip for nothing?
Balls no. We're going to drink to tomorrow until it's yesterday.
To all my friends.
Always and ever, Inquisitor. Always and ever.
Sarah was never in the group.
Wow.
Creepy song is creepy.
Oh, she broke the bandolier. Oh, that's too funny.
Go figure out what end this bunch want, and then we can get to fun with friends and friends.
Okay, and I saw there was a read over here next to this guy who's passed out at the table. The Gilded Horn's drink menu, a golden nug, an effervescent white Celony wine with a dash of West Hill brandy and a splash of pomegranate juice, muddled with raspberries and a sprig of royal Alfred. The hissing drake, a bold mix of cinnamon-infused whiskey, dark Limerian rum, and Harold's lava burst, not for the faint of stomach or heart. I like the thought of the cinnamon mixed in there. Benediction, Prophet's laurel gin, served with a wedge of lime and a thimble of golden sickle. The Emerald Valley, made with a spirit distilled by Chantry sisters in Midas from over 70 herbs and flowers topped by egg white foam dusted with nutmeg. That sounds a little interesting too. A night of shame. Oh wow, that's interesting. Our sweetest Antiphon poured with a dash of chocolate bitters and a twist of orange, served in a flute of chilled Syrah glass. The Randy Dowager, rumored to have been concocted by the editor of Orlay's most scandalous periodical periodical herself. A tall glass of Epsio peach liquor and fresh cream garnished with sugared rose petals and served on a silk handkerchief with a scandalous rhyming couplet linked on it by the bartender. Okay, served on a handkerchief. Really? Okay, I see there's another read over here next to Sarah. Sarah's past and new things. Lost another book? Stop leaving them places. Below are journal entries by Sarah. Also several sketches of Skyhold with impeccable cross-hatching. Moving again. Less stuff, more things. People things. Too many bell somethings. Nameless, stupid, Orlay. Last Jenny checked in. Wasn't worried. A drawing of a gloved fist holding an odd symbol smashing against the face of a chevalier. The symbol is red and smells of strawberry. Okay. No news. Hope Syed and Rat found a trail. Hope it's good. Traveling again and again. Been here before. We're everywhere. Back to the Winter Palace? Never good. Pack bees. Bedberic, we're in trouble. Bedberic, we're in trouble. Scratched out. Beric won't take a sucker bet. In pretend with Cullen. Everyone looks old and tired and fat. Find who shrunk my Skyhold clothes. Scratched out. Piss. So she gained some weight while she was in Skyhold. Don't say the Inquisitor's hand looks bad. It looks very bad. Is Widow even here? Why do I go where there's no Widow? A drawing of Sarah and Dagna silhouetted by an explosion, bees and exploding bees. Chargers in the palace. No one will be sleeping. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall. Still beardy. Oh, okay. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall. Still beardy. Josie is best here. Cassandra needs to punch something or she'll explode. Everyone? They never call in everyone. Liliana knows something. Knew it. Inquisition is in trouble. Friends are friends. Best night with everyone. Drank everything. Made some promises. We stole everything. Piled it sideways. She's just nutty. Okay, here's Iron Bow. Oh, okay. Iron Bow is here. He's what? Oh, there's Krim. I can't talk to Krim.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
What?
Wait, what?
It's for his birthday.
Do Canary even have birthdays?
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
Okay, I give up. I just love Ferelden politics. The council may affect Lyrium. I haven't seen a rift in ages.
It's good to see that the veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the fade.
Isn't Orlesian history grand?
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during Orlesian unification under the reign of Mafrath's son Isarath.
Yeah.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
They're giving that to his birthday. The dwarf.
Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into Ternes, governed by Terns. Inside those are cities and Arlings ruled by Arls, and then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Good to know.
What the hell are they doing? She's not a mage. I'm not a mage. They're trying to move it. Okay, I give up.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right? Ben Hasra, remember?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys. You got me.
Oh, too funny. And I can't say happy birthday to him. Why not? If it's his birthday, can I say happy birthday to you?
Hey, boss.
Yeah, that's all he ever says. Okay. I saw Cole is standing out here. Come on, let me get out here.
And what do they need? All's well, it
You're
seems.
welcome. You're sitting out here looking in instead of in there having fun. I always think that's sad.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Did you know that a merchant in the courtyard is selling gemstones the same color as your eyes?
What an odd thing to say. I must see this for myself.
What was that for?
Did you want the table?
I still don't understand Orlesians and their masks, but it makes him happy. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs.
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Oh, Cole, good day. I didn't see you there.
But I saw you, as lovely as your songs.
So you have a thing for the bard.
I'm pleased for both of you.
The world has ample pain, Inquisitor. The kindness found in Cole is rare indeed.
Her songs bring happiness to those who hear, and I can make her happy in return.
Well then, carry on.
Interesting. Oh, now she's out here with him.
Hello.
That's all there is. Okay. Let's see here. Where have I been? Where I have not been? There was notes. I've already been over there to the notes, I believe. I think I've been over here already with the notes. Maybe not. Is there something over here? Chapter 14. The late magistrate Dunwald's butler blinked as Donan Brenovic barged into the foyer. Get Lady Merrill, now! He headed straight to the parlor where the magistrate's collection was displayed. Wrapped in a black shawl, Merrill sauntered into the room and leaned against one of the glass cases. Guardsmen, what a pleasant surprise! Where's Jevlin? Her smile faltered. Why do you think I would know? He's your partner. Donan held up the note. Your perfume, Lady Merrill. He dropped it on the display case beside her. What were you doing in the guard barracks? I didn't leave the note, she said with measured calm, and I don't have your partner. But you were in the barracks. He stepped away to examine a display. You told me Wagner wanted to buy the magistrate's entire collection, but he said he was only interested in one blade. He opened the case, and I think it was never in Siemens' collection. I think it was the sword meant to go right here. He pointed to the empty, velvet-lined box. I looked in the Viscount's records, and you've only been married to Magistrate Dunwall for about 3 weeks. You tell me who you're working for and where my partner is, and I'll see if we can't get you a deal with the Viscount's office. The Chantry. Merrill closed the door quietly. They sent me to Kirkwall a few months ago when rumors of the sword began to surface. She examined the note. I don't have Javelin. This was already on his bunk when I went to find both of you. Donna didn't hide his skepticism. You're innocent, but you didn't report him missing to any of the guards. Someone took him from the barracks, Sirrah, with no one the wiser. That doesn't seem strange to you? She looked him in the eye. Have you ever heard of the executioners? Have you ever heard of the executors? They're a myth that kills, she sighed. The executors have your partner, and I think they have someone inside the city guard. How else could they have gotten Javelin out of the keep without being seen? Dunnan watched her fidget with her shawl. Why were you in the barracks? I suspected the executors had an inside man. She shrugged. How else could they have gotten poor Comte de Favard to open the door to his killer? Since he arranged the swords as purchase for Seamus, he'd been hiding in his own home. The only people he'd seen were Seamus and you. Okay, Seamus. I see another dog bone over here. Oops. Okay. So, someone's kidnapped Javelin. Okay, let's go in here. Cassandra, in the last few years, Inquisitor, I'm writing to you from the Hunterhorn Mountains, where I was successful in tracking down Seeker Emery. She was more shocked than most to hear of Lord Seeker Lucia's betrayal, as he was her mentor when she was just an initiate. But she is eager to help rebuild, and she has heard of a few other Seekers who might have been sent to Revelin. I still do not know how many of us yet remain, how many Lucia's killed, but I know that we are recovering, and I know that we will be better this time. I confess, I look forward to returning to Orlais next month. Once I would have thought that impossible. Orlais was little more than the land of frustrating politics, excessive ornamentation, and responsibilities I did not want. But now that friends wait for me there, it is almost a home. Cassandra. So she's rounding up the leftover Seekers. In the last few years. Word has spread from Denerin about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumors, but with the representatives they say are coming is clearly serious, and the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love Orlesian parties. I'm sure you and Corinne will find enough danger away from the summit. You always do. Is it worth warning either of you to be careful? Branson's here. His son insists I add Elo Cool to his letter. He also insists to be Elo, and not hello. Oh, okay. Elo Cool. Who's Branson? Branson's here. His son insists I add Elo to his letter. He also insists to be Elo and not hello. Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Maya. Okay, so that's his sister. Vivian, in the last few years, Inquisitor, I fear I shall have no opportunity to meet with you prior to the Exalted Council at Hellamishero. The colleges and fraternities of enchanters are holding yet another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present to organize everything for the Aquarians and the Luruxians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and the arrangements of voting cards you can possibly imagine. On the last two occasions when I could not be spared from my duties at the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating area with ice walls in protest over some insult from a libertarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. I must, of course, convey the continuing appropriation of the Orlesian court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with the Council of Heralds' compliments by now. Cordially, Vivian. So she's not going to be here. Okay. Beric in the last few years, Inquisitor. Greetings and salutations from beautiful Kirkwall. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, and almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewers in over a month. The Red Lyrium cleanup in the gallows is going better than expected. Nobody misses having Meredith fused to the flagstones, eerily glaring at everyone. The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there by holding a completely impromptu parade. I bet. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of "Thank the Maker, the crazy curse of the Templar is gone," which was remarkably catchy, despite, or maybe because of, the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. Even with all this stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Channels in the harbor were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led to a lot of ships getting wrecked coming and going, which only made things worse. And then we had rifts open and weird glowing fade rocks appeared out there. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. Now the only hope for repairing the harbor is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Ever try to hire miners who are always divers? Ever try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor? There aren't many, and even fewer are happy mining glowing shit from the fade. This is going to take a lot of my coin to fix. Stop by the city sometime. We'll get in a game of Wicked Grace. Please. This Viscount shit is boring me to death, Beric. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. Oops, was that an examine on that picture? It is. Oh, rotate. What was that? Oh, strength +2. Why do I need that? Am I getting into a fight or something? Well, obviously, because this is why all this is over here, right? Okay, I got my wardrobe. What is all this? Iron Bow in the last few years. Thank you for sending the charges to assist in dealing with the demons attacking Montfort. Their assistance was most appreciated and many lives were saved. The Iron Bow and his charges have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Pirindal. The Iron Bow in particular defeated the would-be observer in combat. We must protest the actions of Bow's chargers in South Reach. While the presence of demons and Templar corrupted by Red Lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of your Dwarvian miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on the enemy forces was hardly necessary. The Bow's chargers were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Galahad. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful, and I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magical barriers. Excerpt from letters of thanks relating to the activities undertaken by Bow's charges over the past 2 years. Yeah, it's been 2 years now since we defeated Corypheus. Oh, all my stuff is here. Interesting. Why? My wardrobe. In case I want to change. Why? That's weird too, isn't it? Activity in the Winter Palace. Charter's notes are an encryption she developed with Liliana over the last couple of years. CM's intentions seem sincere. Agent in place at party tonight, where CM is attending. VP left notes at drop, as promised. Servant in green livery seen leaving guest wing of palace at odd hours. Possible tirist? Madame LV's second cousin is a bard and employee of Duke MWM. Lord WG plans to meet Lady GD tonight. Neither of their spouses know. Lord RW plans to meet Lady SR tonight. Their spouses do know. Lord RW's wife encouraged RW to step out with SR so she could have some peace and quiet to herself. Alrighty. Conduct becoming the Inquisition. To all members of the Inquisition, it has come to my attention that I must remind everyone of the type of behavior expected from us during this exalted council. It is natural to wish to hold our heads high, but remember that we are guests of the imperial court. It is upon us to behave with good grace, propriety, and restraint. If you are unsure of how to address someone or of gentle birth, my lord or my lady will suffice. If you are fearful that you have overstepped an unknown protocol, speak with your commanders. If they are not available, seek me out. Over-imbibing is strongly discouraged at all times. Yeah, because you never know what will happen if you do. If you are steered into an argument about the Inquisition's politics, politely excuse yourself as quickly as possible. Please do not engage in these debates. If all else fails, trust sense and common courtesy to guide your actions. Sincerely, Lady. Josephine. Josephine's notes. Dorian in the last few years. Inquisitor, it was good to hear from you, my friend. For months I've had only the society of Maverick's pledging Lucinian party. Junior members of the magisterium, so filled with fire and zeal and so widely inept at politics, May keeps a bucket of ice water on hand in case one accidentally emulates himself. Lest I give you the wrong impression, we are making progress, but it will take a great deal of skill to keep the Luciani alive, although the usual schedule of Mineratha's scheming long enough to become a real political faction. Fortunately, they do have time. Fortunately, they do have me. I'm sorry to hear that politics are plaguing you as well. Must be something going on around, like a pestilence or an Orlesian fashion trend. Hopefully, Josephine can diffuse the Ferelden outcry and persuade the Orlesians to stop circling you with a collar and leash. You know she did always love a challenge. I'll find an excuse to make a trip south soon. We should really catch up in person, don't you agree, Dorian? Yes, I agree. Alright, so who are... Charter.
Well met, your worship.
So you're not talking to me, though you're here. Why? Okay, did I miss a door over here or something? I did. Okay. Discovered. Byron's tinctures. Notes on palace guests. A collection of servants' notes on the guests attending the Winter Palace. Countess, wants a stateroom set aside from 3 to 5 in the afternoon for her daughter's harp practice. Must have windows on one side and a balcony. If she proposes a recital, refer her to the seneschal. Duke Pierpont wants to entertain Ferelden relatives. A barrel of whiskey and 3 wheels of cheese to be delivered to his quarters this evening. Van Wharton. His bed should be made up with linens, not silks. Sir Lifestone. Complains an old wound in her left leg is making itself felt. Move her to the ground floor. Lady Galati, a duelist, has requested a sparring partner in a suitable practice ground. Lord Gilderay, to be woken at 8 by a maid on even days, a page boy on odd days, don't ask, with a fresh pitcher of water and 12 sprigs of lavender on a peach-colored towel, don't ask, carrying these items carrying his items in silently, without making eye contact with his lordship, placing them on the divan, clapping twice, then leaving without a word. Do not ask. Okay, when he was talking about changing, alternating them, I was thinking it has something to do with sex. I don't know. Hard and Hightown, Chapter 17. Donan left it to his captain and a dozen of Kirkwall's finest to drag Wagner and his thugs to the stocks. The heavy air gave up and it turned into sheets of rain. Okay. The ancient gray stone stairs leading up to Lowtown turned into a waterfall. Donan slogged up the narrow passage, boots squishing with every step. He almost didn't hear the ambush coming. As he reached the top of the stairs, a faint rasp of steel made him throw himself aside into a vegetable seller's table. A sword swung through the air where he'd been and chimed against the rock wall. Donan fumbled at his scabbard and just managed to catch the second blow with his sword. He had one moment as they locked blades to recognize his attacker. The younger man had shedded the guard uniform for dark leathers, and his left arm now ended in a bandaged stump, but there was no mistaking him. Jevlin? Wow, he got his arm cut off. Where is the blade of Hesherin? Jevlin recovered from the parried blow to slash at Donan's legs. He dodged back, slipping and nearly stumbling ass first down the stairs. It was you, the inside man. You're the one who killed Devar. Donan lunged at the recruit. Oh. Yeah, because Isabella had cut off his hand. Donan lunged at the recruit. Jevlin quickly moved to block, but Donan's blade sliced his arm, drawing blood. Give me the sword. I know that pirate head gave it to you. Jevlin swung a series of hard slashes, trying to break Donan's guard or knock him down the stairs in the darkness and the driving rain. The guardsman struggled to see his attacker. Still, Donan grinned. You left it at the queue. You left it at the queue. I guess you ran off without it when the lady took your hand off. Not my fault you picked a fight you couldn't win. He tried to edge away from the stairs, but the rookie kept him pinned between the vegetable stall and a fall to his death. Jevlin lunged, his blade punching through Donan's armor just below his ribs, but the recruit slipped on the wet stone during his attack and stumbled into his enemy. Donan shoved him away and over the stairs. His fall ended with a sickening crack of broken bones. Donan drew a ragged breath and pulled Jevlin's sword from his side, trying not to slip on his own blood. The chantry was a long way off. Wow, so it was Jevlin the whole time. So I can upgrade my potions here, but I've already upgraded all my potions. I don't understand this. I can equip potions. This is just so weird. I don't understand why. Are we going to be fighting or something? Oh, Thomas Rainier now. Interesting. They said he changed his name to Rainier instead of Blackwall. I see why they did that here in the DLC since it's not part of the main storyline. Yeah. And we know Solus isn't going to be here, right? Because he's the Dread Wolf. He is the Dread Wolf. Okay. So what's over here? Oh, that was the wardrobe that I got too. Oh, that's what this represented then. Okay. So I've already spoke to these people. I need to come over here. Oh, there's a merchant over here. That's that. Is that where I just came from? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm trying not to get myself lost, because you know, Oh, here's the dog bone, I think. Yep, it is. And another one. Okay, here's Cassandra. Okay.
Oh,
Why are you scared of me?
Is everything all right?
yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
Okay. Should I not be here?
Should I leave and come back later so you can try again?
Always with clever suggestions.
What's wrong?
Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit.
I noticed that the scar on your face is, or you have a new scar on your face. On this side.
Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
But
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
I'm confused, yeah.
I really can't imagine what you mean.
I'm talking about marriage.
What?
Marriage?
Cullen is not hard on the eyes, I'll give him that. But if you truly intend to... You're not proposing to anyone. I am going to kill Eric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
Oh. Maybe I will get married. Barry told you that?
He said I was going to propose.
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
Well, maybe I will get married.
I might get married. I've thought about it.
I suspected as much. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things, many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
It's like they all know something's gonna happen but me. That's the impression I'm getting. They all know something. Okay, I know if I go here and talk to her, she's not gonna say anything.
How did Varric, of all people, become the Viscount of Kirkwall? A mystery for the ages.
For sure. Well, it makes sense. It does make sense. He is more than what he always wanted to be. Oh. Can we look? Do we have... What are we looking for? Are we looking... Is this just to remind us of the Tranquil Skulls? Looking for shards? Unless this comes to play down the road. There's a read here. Storms of Temptation. This tattered novel bills itself as a sweeping romance on the 8 seas by Danielle Matherow. The cover shows a dark-skinned elf with long platinum hair hanging by one hand from the mast of his ship, a dagger in his teeth. Yeah, a woman in an elaborate mask, a low-cut dress, and almost as much hair as the elf gasps up from the base of the mask. The elf is glaring at a tanned and chiseled human pirate, grinning as his vessel pulls alongside the elf's ship. For the first elven captain in the Antivan Navy, I'm not even going to try that last name. Kill's inaugural assignment was a routine trading mission down to Wycombe. Little did he know that the fiery Amiceti Corumient, a passenger he picked up in the free marches, was heir to an enormous fortune. A fortune Ravana pirate Prince Errato would do anything to get his hands on. Unable exclamation marks are not good in writing. Unable to resist Amisethi's pleas for help, Kyle found himself racing to get her back to Val Royale, even as the ferocious Herankian pursued them, and their passions ensured the 8 C's would never be the same. There is a note scribbled on the inside cover in dainty handwriting. If found, please return to Lady Yvette. Oh, Josephine's sister, youngest sister. Okay, is there anything over here? Another read. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 13. In the Lowtown Bazaar, Donnan paused to pay a little elven girl to pray courier for him before making the long climb back uphill to Hightown. A careful glance told him the scar-faced Ander and the tattooed Chazand were still tailing him. Donnan was certain they'd love the Vicot's keep. He passed beneath the stone gaze of the Cormontrant statues flanking the gates and nodded to the guards on his way to the barracks. No one noticed his ragged, bloody clothing, which disappointed him as much as he benefited from it. Recruits these days, always slacking off. Donnan bypassed the captain's office and went looking for Javelin. By now the kid ought to be rested up, and Donnan suspected he would need backup if his large, suspicious shadows decided to pick a fight. But Javelin's bunk was empty. Now we know why. Donnan noted blood splatter on the bedding, and a scent like lilacs. All of his gear was missing. In the center of the bunk was a note. Bring the blade to the quails tonight at midnight, or the boy dies. Oh, so he set up his own ransom note. It was signed with a wax seal, 6 crossed swords. Is there one in here? Yep, there is. I don't have a dog in this one, so I don't know why we're taking dog treats. Okay. A pair of paddles. A pair of small wooden paddles with leather grips used for some manner of leisure sport, presumably. Well, maybe. Maybe not. Discovered foundry. So we turn in research here. We can craft our weapons, like always. Tint our armor. A golden mug. Synchronized collectibles. This will synchronize your collectibles across games by downloading collectibles that you previously uploaded and uploading newly acquired ones. Would you like to synchronize them now? I guess? Okay. Armor. I don't get this. Okay. Alright, so we got all in there. We need to come over here to the merchant, and then we have, there's Blackwall, my ex-honey, why is his name showing Blackwall when he's going by Tom Rainer, right? Oh, was there someone here I could talk to? I didn't think so. So there's a merchant right here. Yep, here it is. Buy, sell. These are all trinkets. Like, weird stuff. Oh, these are herbs. Okay. I need to go to my inventory then. Yeah, which makes sense. Those are all herbs there. More herbs? The Clasping Mall. Well, it's not any good. Then it's so expensive. I mean, really, who would even buy it? Oop. This way. Oh, there it is. I think it's on the bottom shelf, isn't it? Yep, there it is. No, not that. You. There we go. This would be what? Dragon skills. This would be our armor. No? Still saying. And this would be. Okay. Yeah, I need to go through my. Look at all that gold. I assume that's gold. Okay, so I got that all done. Oh, here. I thought there was somebody here. I should. Nope, she won't let me talk to her, so okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay, and here's Blackwall. Okay, I thought he was talking to a statue. Okay, never mind. Here's a read. Well, wager notes. Notes carried back and forth by runners, covered in different handwriting. What do you say, gentlemen? 3 days before the Inquisition sees sense and aligns itself with Orlais? Properly this time? M. Who is that? Is that Morrigan? She's gone. Nonsense, Marcel. Ferelden is here for blood, a day before they either demand it outright or threaten war on us if they don't get it. L. The Divine will intercede. She must. Victoria and the Inquisition are too closely connected in everyone's eyes for her not to interfere. A. You have great confidence in the Chantry. Elaine M. 1,000 royals worth of confidence from each of you if the Divine settles the fate of the Inquisition. A. Done. 1,000 from each of you once the Inquisition cedes sovereignty to Orlais and the Council of Heralds. You two will beggar me. L. Leonard, are you out? M. Don't be ridiculous. 1,000 royals on the Ferelden's getting their way after all. They're all waging on me. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. I am. He's over here. He's behind me. Okay, he has a reed next to him. Blackwall in the last few years. An excerpt of a report bearing the seal of the Grey Wardens found among Inquisition files. Tom Rayner participated in Grand Tourney, former captain of Orlesian army, known for murder, treason, also known for impersonating a Grey Warden. Warden Constable Blackwall, Val Shevin. Member of Inquisition, played role in the defeat of Corypheus. Status, recruited. Joining, survived. Oh, he did well, obviously. Assignment, free marches. Binmark Mountains, reporting to Warden Stradomir in ongoing investigation of Binmark Prison. Okay, so you're investigating the prison that we found in the DLC in the second Dragon Age. So you survived your joining. Good for you. You ended up being, now you know what it entails to be a warden.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't going to show.
So you chose to break things? I would have let you know.
I gave you my word we would talk, and I never break my word.
Easy there. I was just teasing. So tell me everything that happened while I was away. And Gerolf strolls up, hands filled with ripe squashes, and says, "Sir, I must report that it was an utter boondoggle." Maybe you had to be there.
This new life suits you, yeah, it does.
It's good to see you fitting in.
It has its warts, that's for sure, but this life feels right. Like it's where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. The wardens will be missing me, but they aren't going to keep me away from a friend who might need my sword arm.
Let me try.
Your aim is atrocious. I'm embarrassed for you.
Think you can do better? Inquisitor.
So we're all anticipating the fight. That's what it's kind of coming down to, isn't it? Okay, that's the store. So I got everybody on this side. That was barracks, so we need to go over here. We haven't been on here, see if there's anything I need to find. To read.
It's true. All's well, it seems. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Will not open. I think this is where I came for.
Is there something you need?
At once.
I'm just looking to see if there's any more. Anything more to read? Okay, so we got that whole area done. So on to this area, I guess. Who's here? Vivian. Okay, so we haven't spoken to Vivian yet. Just looking for hidden stuff to read. Discovered gazebo. A reminder, while the gazebo is available for festive occasions, deposits are non-refundable in cases of flood, fire, or Imperium whim. Book accordingly. Okay. Oh, there's Colin. I didn't see you. What do you have, a dog? You do have a dog. Is this why I was collecting the trees? For a dog? Do we have a dog? That's Mabari. Hi, honey.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog.
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
But he's such a good dog.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
You're actually enjoying this.
I never expected you to make friends at a political council. How times have changed.
So they have. The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Still, I've found certainty in my life now. The Council won't change that. Marry me.
What?
I mean, will you... I had a plan, and there wasn't a dog, but you were... it doesn't matter. I've thought of little else, and I don't need a plan. Only to know if you would.
Of course I will.
I would. Cullen, I will.
You will.
Then we have a dog!
People will notice the Inquisitor marrying her commander in the middle of the Exalted Council.
It won't go over well. We know a few people who can keep things secret.
So Cassandra was right. Acquired form of attire. Oh, so we got married right now.
Just know, everything feels like it was worth fighting for.
Let's do this.
What are we waiting for?
This is
the part where you make a promise.
Oh, right. I swear until the Maker and the Holy Andraste to love this woman the rest of my days.
And we have a dog. So we did get married. Well, where's Cassandra? Where's my witnesses? Okay, so now I changed back. Just like that.
There you are. I just realized I'm greeting my wife. I rather like this.
Can I talk to the doggy? Can I have treats for you. Oh, I thought I'd be able to give him the treat. So we got married. Okay. Let's see here. And can we go up this way? Well, I'm gonna go around. We're just gonna go around. Pick up stuff as we go. Look for stuff to read. This reminds me of when I was in Dominican Republic, when at the resort you could sit outside like this and they had chairs and davins like that. This is pretty cool. Discovered bass.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Is that what you're... But I'm not... What the hell is that? Okay, I just got 2+ strength for that. Well, this is weird. What was that weird thing I just saw? There's Vivian. Okay, chapter 15. The nobles of Hightown would like to imagine that petty crime can only happen in the dark shadows of Darktown, or maybe the crooked alleyways of Lowtown, and beneath the alienage and the poorest neighborhoods. Their lofty, ivy-walled avenues could never be the site of something as crude as a mugging or a simple assault. Donnan didn't have much trouble finding an out-of-the-way alcove near the chantry to wait for the scarred Ander and the tattooed Chassin to catch up with him. The Ander came at him first, dropping down from the balcony above his head. While Donnan tried to back out of his reach, the Chassin loomed behind him, clamping an enormous vice-like hand on his shoulder. The Ander's follow-up punch just below his ribs knocked the air from his lungs. Didn't he just get stabbed in the ribs, though? As the Chassin lifted him up by his coat, Donnan got back enough of his breath to say, "You work for Wagner. I need to give him a message." This earned him a skeptical look from the Ander, but the Chassin that set his feet back on his ground. "Tell him I have his sword. He can meet me in the quays at midnight to settle on the price." For a long, nervous moment, Donnan watched a variety of expressions pass over the Ander's scarred, grayish face before the man nodded. Another long moment, and both Ander and Chassin walked away, leaving him alone in the alcove. With the sun just setting, there was only one place left that Donnan needed to go. The tavern in the center of Lowtown sat in its only tiny moat of spilled ale, vomit, and the seawater the owner flung at the walls in a half-hearted attempt to scour the seagull crap from the building. Donnan, like nearly every guardsman who drank at the Hanged Man, walked to the door to a frantic chorus of "Put it away! Hurry!" He tried not to smile and completely succeeded when the brooding, white-haired elven bartender greeted him with a murderous glower. Guardsman. Dunham placed a handful of copper coins on the bar. "Keep the ale coming, Ferris. I've got some time to kill." Oh, that's supposed to be Fenris. Okay, so he turned Fenris into a, Okay, so what am I supposed to find here? Or did I find it? I wanted to look around first before I talk to Vivian. But something popped up over here. Alright, can we go over here? Alright. Oh, dog bone. Okay, there's something here. Loot. Broken mask. Pieces of a broken mask found inside a velvet bag. What's left of the mask is covered in green jewels and eagle feathers. A scrap of paper inside the bag reads simply, "Try again." Are these all clues to something? Alright, time to talk to Vivian.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Gardens Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
Sounds like fun.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Of course it is, darling. That's the only kind I have.
She's giving me a spa day. I've never had a spa day. I am not a spa person.
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Oh, there's Sarah.
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. I've been worried about you since the whole Black Wall incident.
It still hurts.
I'm still not over what happened.
We shouldn't dwell on terrible mistakes, should we? It's spa day.
Well, you're the one who brought it up. What have you been up to?
You must be keeping very busy.
Someone has to keep the mess that's been made of Thaddeus's institutions of magic from flying apart. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
I guess I'm not understanding what they did. What did they do there? Okay.
Darling, what can I do for you?
Speak with the Ferelden ambassador, catch up with old friends. I think I already caught up with all my friends, didn't I? Didn't I catch up with everybody? Okay, the only place I haven't gone to is over here. I don't think.
There must be something here.
There again, there's that. Another dog bone? There it is up there on the chair. Okay. I thought I saw a read over here. Yep, there is. Chapter 11. The Cafe d'Or perched atop a hill in the Orlesian district of Hightown, with a view of the entire city, so the wealthy patrons could keep an eye on the peasants toiling below. Lady Merrill studied the room across the rimmer cup. A few nobles sat at the delicate little tables, sipping tea from Revlin and whispering among themselves about the latest maneuvers in the grand game 1,000 leagues away. "What's this lead you have for me?" Donnan broke the silence, acutely aware that he stank of sweat and fish from the docks and was wearing a ripped, blood-stained coat in the most high-class café in Kirkwall. "We're being followed, guardsman." The lady's voice was low. From her tone, she might have been discussing the weather. The two gentlemen in the corner by the door. Oh, so this is where he found out that he was being followed. Dunham picked up his teacup and gestured with it as if making a point while he turned slightly in his chair to look. The men were finely dressed, but almost as out of place as he was. A large, sickly, pale Ander with a face full of scars, and a tattooed Chazan with a stone dagger at his belt. A Chazan in a doublet? "That's one for the history books," Donnan murmured. Lady Merrill favored him with a half-smile. "Last night a man came by the estate. He said he wanted to buy Seaman's collection, all of it." Donnan sat up straighter. "The swords?" "He said his name was Wagner." She sipped delicately at her tea. "He gave me an address in Lowtown in case I changed my mind. Those two have been shadowing me ever since." Okay. And it's an hour. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode. And when we come back, it looks like we've done everything we need to here. So I'm going to go to, Arl-Tegan and Duke Cyro. Arl-Tegan is Ferelden and Duke Cyro is Orlesian. These must be the ambassadors that we're supposed to talk to. But I've spoken to everybody. I've spoken to all my people. Iron Bull, Cassandra, Josephine, Sarah, Blackwall, and Barrick, and Colin, because we just got married, and Vivian. Yeah. So I don't know who else I would be speaking to. But anyway, if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.